Hi friends, welcome back to my channel Testing Mini Bytes. I'm your friend Amno Shaktivel, and in this video, we're gonna see how we can use Lombak plugin in order to generate the builder design pattern. Right? In our previous videos, we have used the external builder class and static inner classes in order to generate the builder pattern. But if you notice, there is a little problem with that thing because we need to write a lot of code. What if there is a way where I can write very less number of code in order to create this builder pattern? So that's when the Lombak comes into picture. Not only in the builder design pattern, it has the capability to reduce a lot of boilerplate codes that we write in Java. In this particular video, we're going to focus more on how we can use this into reduce the number of lines of code that we write during designing the builder pattern, right? Very specific to builder. Again, it has a lot of other capabilities. We will try to make a video on all of them soon, but yeah, but for now, let me go to the IntelliJ workspace. And then if you notice, this is the test that we wrote before in order to construct a builder pattern using static inner class, right? And if you haven't watched those videos, please do watch them before proceeding to this particular video so that you can get the real essence of it. Good. And now in this particular video, what we're going to do, we're going to use a Lombak plugin. So, or you can, it is available in the form of dependency. You can go ahead and then add it to your pom.xml, and this particular date, the latest version is 1.18.20. so it's of group id or the project Lombak, and the artifact id is Lombak. You can find this in maven repository. Good. So once you add this, now I have a class where uh, called as player. I have four variables like name, sport, and the id, and boolean likes coke, whether the player likes coke or not. And now I want to create a builder pattern for this particular class. In the previous, we write a lot of code like this, right? We write a lot of code like this. So if you notice, we have to write getter methods, and then we have to also create constructors, and then we also need to create builder method in static inner class. Lot of code we have to write, though we use the IntelliJ or Eclipse IDE to generate them, but still it takes time. So what we can also do, right, just add at the rate builder. Okay, once you add the dependency, you get an option to add an annotation on top of a class. Once it is done, now the code is automatically generated. Okay, now you cannot believe it. Okay, let's try to go here and then start to write more lines of code. Let's say I want to create a builder pattern for my player class. So the syntax is player dot builder. Yeah, there is a builder method. It is listing my id is listing a builder method, but I could not see this here, right? But yeah, it is already available. Okay, builder. And then I want to set some id. Okay, this id, let me generate it randomly. Okay, and then I also want to set a name. Okay, name of this player is Ronaldo, and obviously we know likes coke. No, he changes his policy. Now he's not liking any coke. So we can generate like this. So this is an easiest way to create a builder pattern using Lombak. Again, if you press introduce a local variable again, yeah, so Ronaldo. Since it is giving me player builder, I actually need to call one more line of code here, that is dot build. Okay, then only it will give me player. Okay, so let me remove this. Yeah, now this is cool. Now we have a player object, and then we can do whatever we want. Now if you go here and observe, there is no lines of code here, but there is a way to leave de-Lombak this and then see the actual code. Okay, go to the refactor, click on Lombak. So you need to go to the class wherever you have used the Lombak, go to the refactor, choose the de-Lombak, and then the builder. Now if you notice, it has actually generated the constructor, and then the builder method, and then you have your static inner class that we created before, and all the setter methods, right? But the problem with this previous approach and this approach is, here the setter name is just a name, but previously we used to set name, set sport, set id, something like that. So let's try to bring that. Okay, press Ctrl Z, go back to the previous state, and then I'm more interested in setting my builder method name, right? So, or what I want to do actually, uh, builder class name, this is builder method name. Okay, that is setter prefix, right? uh, Setter prefix, the default is uh, that, but I want to do a setter prefix of set. Some people use with okay, with name, with ID and other stuff, but I am interested in to do set. Okay, you can also do this. Now if you go to the test back, now it will throw error. You have to actually use dot set ID, and then now you can give generate random ID, and you can use set name as well. Okay, okay, and then Ronaldo, and then dot build. Okay, now there is a dot missing here. Yeah, so now this basically gives me everything. So let's try to run the code and see whether everything is working fine. Obviously there is an error. The Jackson cannot serialize this. Okay, I think there is you need to pass the player object here, or maybe I need to pass Ronaldo himself. Good. So once you do this, okay, if I try to run it, it cannot serialize it because we don't have a getter method for the variables available at the player class. So what we can do, we can also create go to the player class and then add at the rate. I want to get getter methods for all of them. I want to generate the getter method from Lombak for all of them. If you want to also, use toString method, you can also add toString, okay, from Lombak. That's it. Everything is now ready. So if I go to the test again, okay, I can also do Ronaldo dot is out. Yeah, now we have the toString, so it'll print the Ronaldo here, and then we also passing it in the request, so it will be now serializing it, our Jackson library. Let's try to run the code. If you notice, the player is printed, as well as the JSON is also getting serialized. So now you can also go ahead and then go to the player class once again and try to delombok this and then understand the whole code, right? So it is having all the three things. Maybe I can first delombok the toString. So if you notice, this is the toString method it has generated for us. I'm happy with that. Again, the same way you can go here and then see the more other codes as well. If you notice, if you delombok the builder, it will generate a lot of code. Let me do the add getter. So it get name, get sport, get ID is like Coke. So this is for the serialization of this particular Pojo. If you are not sending it in a request, then you don't need it. Okay, good. In Eclipse, if you even add this, okay, there is an option called the outline in Eclipse, outline tab in Eclipse. If it is not displaying for you, then go ahead and search it here. Okay, if you search it outline, it'll come, and then click on this, it'll open it for you. And then here you can also find, so suppose the class name is favorite food, you can find these are all the methods that are available because I have added getter methods and setter methods. I also added all argument constructor, so it has also created all argument constructor for me. I also have builder method. I also have static inner class. You know what is this? Is a static inner, a class favorite food builder present inside another class. Again, it is having three variables, and again all the setter methods and the builder method as well. So basically it gives you the outline of all what are all the methods it has, but actually we just write simple annotations, Lombak doing the magic at the backside. Again, guys, you can also play around with a lot of stuff they want. Suppose you want the build method name, by default it will be build, but if you want to change it to perform, you can also do it. In actions class and Selenium, we use perform everywhere, right? So here you need to go ahead and instead of build, you just need to tell perform. Okay, that's it. As easy as that. You are given a lot of customization that you can do. Again, guys, I hope this video is helpful to you. We will see another interesting video in in the next video. Until then, I tata bye bye from Mudan. I'll see you in another great video. Bye.